Shalom, Yasser Allah. First and foremost, I would like to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakwatash. Double honors to the elders and to the apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to your hopeful Lekdakium that are out there laboring, that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Fortune Ad Hoc Camp, coming at you with another reminder of just how bad it's going to get. You know, these things that are coming down the line that these people are looking forward to in the future. You know, they don't understand the future and what it holds, especially at least not for the wicked portion, but for the elect and for those and the believers that understand these things that are coming. You know, it's a beautiful time to be in. But as you can see, this picture, you have some people walking through the blown out post-apocalyptic looking scene through a city that is a densely populated suburban area, as you can see, but only a few people. You know, I don't know if this is a movie, this is a picture based after the movie The Road, but it looks like one of the scenarios, the father, the son, and that old man they ran into. But, you know, that's a good movie to see if you haven't. It's called The Road. But the scriptures that I wanted to get with this, and I have a couple other pictures that I'm going to go back to. This is 2 Esdras 16 and 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. Famine being one of the main killers that's going to happen when the food supply uh, gets cut off. You know, people's grocery stores shut down. You know, these people don't have plots of land. They don't have any way to be self-sustainable. They're so dependent on the government, on grocery stores, on McDonald's on the corner. You know, these people have no idea what true survival really is. Continuing, and the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy. It's going into the killing instrument. So let's say you make it through, you get a couple biscuits here and there in a pantry that you found. Hey man, sooner or later somebody else is gonna want what you have, and they're gonna kill you for it, because that's how desperate everybody's gonna be in these times. And this is when there's no, you know, this is the time of Jacob's trouble. You know, there's no money that's worth anything. There's no government, no political powers that are running things. Going into back to this picture. And again, this is another one that I wanted to bring. This is like a zombie apocalypse type one, but the picture and the spirit of how many dead bodies are going to be is perfect. Going back to the scriptures, 2 Esdras 16:23, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. Boom! Exactly like the scriptures say, is exactly how these uh, uh, artist depiction pictures are. Salakia. Bodies laid out, you know, no man to comfort them, cast out as dung, just like shit, you know, walking down the street, your dog has to stop. Boom, that's how these people are going to be. Pick it up, cast it out, cast it away. Verse 24, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it, you know. No, there's going to be no production, and there's going to be no consumption as well, because of so many dead bodies there are going to be. The, the tree shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? Going into Salakia. The tree shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? Going into exactly what it says. You know, no point of explaining that, because there's going to be these fields that may not be destroyed yet, and there's still going to be those apple trees, so they're going to get fruit the next year, because it's going to be a long, drawn-out process. It's not going to be an immediate, overnight thing. You know, like the scriptures say, when I return shall I find faith, roughly paraphrasing, because people are going to be so desperate and looking around for a miracle, and ain't nobody's coming to save them. But that's why it's going to be ultimately depending on Yahweh Shai. Verse 26, the grapes shall ripe, and who shall tread them? For all the places shall be desolate of men. These workers, you know, they're not going to be able to have these factories up and running, you know, be able to sustain the supply and demand. Verse 27, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. You know, just like the movie The Road. Going into this is a perfect depiction of how many dead bodies are going to be laid out. 28. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. Going to the people that just get away, they fall through the cracks, as you can say. But 10 out of a whole city, that's crazy. That's thousands and thousands of people. That's less than 1% chance. That's an elect chance. That's a miracle chance that you need to be able to get past those numbers. And 2 of the field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks, go into the caves, the wilderness. 29. As in an orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or when as a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that are diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. Just like that Walking Dead type scenario. 2 or 3 going from place to place just looking for something. Because when the harvest time comes, everything gets taken except maybe a couple. And then even those couple that are left over, the birds come and eat. So this time is going to be very deadly, to the point where Zechariah 13:8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein, going into the 1/3 and the 2/3, because the majority is going to pass away in this life, this time, but they're going to come back if they're an Israelite. But the 1/3 will be saved, going into the election of the families that were chosen and the elect. But this number is not referring to just specifically the 144,000. It's referring to the 1/3 that's saved out of Babylon the Great, known as America. Saved from that final destruction. But some basic stuff. Understanding that how bad it's going to be, but it's just something that you got to put on repeat. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect. Till next time, Shalom.